EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic and along the River Liffey in the wonderful city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Will Rikers the kickoff for the Vikings.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, so happy to be here. We are underway from Dublin, folks, in the NFL International Series. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Drafted in the third round. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. McCord out to the front here for Johnson. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Operating from the gun, McCord. And this one is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Looking to throw McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Gain of 13 yards. First down.
Here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
To the air with McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. A check down here to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. McCarthy going to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Will Reichard on for the Vikings field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Okay, ready?
Now McCarthy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, it's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dumping it off for Johnson.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
A 42-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
44 yards on the play.
A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Back to throw again. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Steelers 3. To kick off.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Here's Rodgers. And he's able to find Miller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
First and goal at the
88, 88. Get at 300. Get at 300. Yeah, live. Slip it in.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin from 8 yards out. And the Steelers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
That's the score. Vikings 14, Steelers 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and a yard. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Throw left side. Taken in by Jefferson. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. 59 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
21, Steelers 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's second and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
13 yards on the play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Wilson's got it complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down. The Steelers at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Rodgers to throw once more. Throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Looking to throw McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To the air with McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That's to the left side where he's got Miller. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 23.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. On play action, now McCarthy. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now McCarthy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively to get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
3rd and goal, McCarthy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try.
A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the lead grows to 14 and 24-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 20.